I'm in salad and I saw The Hunger Games. It is directed by Gary Ross. And if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This is sponsored by my Linktree. You can learn more about that at the end of this review. The movie starts, we're focusing on Katniss Everdeen. And I wonder, why should I care about a woman? Well, unfortunately, you gotta care about her because the world is divided into 12 factions, and she's part of the 12th faction, and all of this dystopian stuff. First of all, you got the first few factions are, like, given a lot of money. That's where the capital is. And then the lower in number in factions you go, all the way down to, like, 12, then the less funding that they're given. So this movie immediately is a commentary on wealth and poverty, and also politics too. That's commentary on that as well. Katniss Everdeen has a great archer skill, but not a great skill for picking up dudes. She definitely does a little song and dance with Peeta, the bread boy. I like Katniss Everdeen. She kind of grows on me. She also has a younger sister that she is sworn to protect. Especially in these trying times with no food and seemingly no family and so much government overreach. It's kind of insane. This society makes me scared. I am scared to live in this society, and I hope that the society that we live in now never comes to this point. There are the Hunger Games. I think these Hunger Games are used as a weapon against the people to tell them, hey, you will not overthrow us. But what the capital is like, yeah, this is a way for you to, like, really cherish whatever food that you have. Every year, we're going to pick a bunch of people from each district, and we're going to have a big old fight to the death, and only one will win. Very terrifying concept. Would I be picked? Oh yeah, I would volunteer. The first chance that I get, I would volunteer as tribute, just as Katniss Everdeen does. Also, Katniss is a very influential woman by that point. Whenever she does the, I volunteer, please, I want to save my sister, she was called. Very nice woman that she is there. I also like seeing the ins and outs of the whole process of being chosen, who treats you well, who treats you doesn't. Also, the massive amounts of food. Katniss Everdeen has never seen food like this, and I'm just thinking, why are you not eating this food? You don't get any access, you're likely about to die. Although I find it interesting that I think the games is more of like a mental one than a physical one. You got people in the games who've been training their entire lives for this game, and they're like, I totally know that I'm gonna win. But because they're too aggressive and upfront about their intentions, they end up dying in the cornucopia anyway, which is quite sad. But I don't feel bad for them at all. I feel bad for Katniss Everdeen. Although she did volunteer, I feel bad for her family, mainly because it's rocky about what her fate is now. Also, she gets an 11 on the archery thing. I like all those people in, like, the top glass case thing while she's doing her archery chest. And she's so good at archery that she, like, wow, she hits an apple out of somebody's hand. And it's like, wow. Dude, first of all, you've been disrespectful, not even watching her at all, not even treating her like a person already. She makes a point. Yo, pay attention to me. You gotta put your eyes on me. And that's what the capital does. This is a nice forestry area. Watching this movie makes me feel kind of claustrophobic, which is ironic given the entire area of the map is not claustrophobic. It's taken place in a wooded area. But because of her being so isolated, and we have Peeta is also here with us too, yeah, the bread boy. This isolated community, and it's like not even a guarantee that she will be alive or anyone will help her. It's definitely claustrophobic in that way. There's a lot of brutal killings, not gonna lie. There's a lot of killings that I feel are sad, and there's a lot of killings that I feel are heavily deserved. Like there's this, for example, the time where we have an entire beehive landing on top of dudes from below, because they're like, we're gonna get you, Katniss Everdeen. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. You cannot escape from me. You cannot do that. And then she just get wrecked, y'all. Get the wasp treatment. And I really liked that when she did that. There's also Rue. Man, Rue is just a child, and she's so innocent. And best person to hang out with during these Hunger Games is with a child who has no ill intent towards you and needs somebody to protect her. She's definitely a tree person. I like her a lot. Sad when she dies. Just having to create a connection with Rue, just like Katniss Everdeen does, and then having to see her die, so brutal, so mind-meltingly annoying. It's so annoying just to see her die, because it's like, man, people could have died instead of you, but you died. I don't like that. Please. Of course, there's this one dude who's looking out for Katniss Everdeen and Peeta because they have a little fling. I'm gonna call it a fling. Star-crossed lovers is what the Capitol likes to refer it to as. But he's like, yo, Capitol, you know how there's 2 survivors at this real final battle on top of this metal thing with these little dog things that are terrifying? Man, before I mention my thought, those dog things are always super terrifying. And I never saw those dog things until it's like the 3 people remaining, right? So we have Haymitch is like, yo, please let them survive. And they're about to like eat poisonous berries together, right? So it's like either have 2 survivors or no survivors, right? What do you think the Capitol wants? I think the Capitol wants to use these 2 survivors as some sort of display. They're going to use them, not trying to help them or anything. They're never trying to help them. They're just trying to have the Hunger Games as some sort of Coliseum. How do you pronounce that? Some sort of Coliseum. The rules keep changing. They cannot make their mind up at all about what they want to do. The Capitol, whether they want to allow Peeta and Katniss to win or to only have one person. And I'm glad that they do choose to let them both live. Very nice, very gracious people these Capitol people are. Or at least that's what I think they want everybody else to think. But I really think they're just using them for some sort of political pawn. And that's the end. They finished the Hunger Games. They did it. Woo! Woohoo! Now it's the next movie. Also, I should mention that I had read the book on top of watching this movie. So I know both narratives. And honestly, I think the book does a pretty good job. And I think the movie does a pretty good job of adapting the book. I like the movie more than the book. I feel like I like visualizing what these characters look like, their environment, and also seeing all these brutal execution kills that they have to commit upon each other. I've also read Catching Fire 2. If this video gets to 1,000 views, I will review Catching Fire and the rest of this Hunger Games series. Overall, I thought this movie was a pretty fun trip to this insane planet. Insane world, rather. Still same Earth, different universe. I don't want to live in this universe. I feel bad that Katniss Everdeen has to live in this universe ever. But in the end, I like how she's alive. Makes me wonder what will happen in our future. So I gotta give this movie, based on the directing choice, seeing the entire world, seeing all of the landscape and seeing the people, the type of people that they're there, and the type of people who are good, the type of people who are bad, just fleshing out all these characters introduced. I felt like there could have been some more introduction to some of the characters that just kind of die and then like appear in the sky, because I don't really feel much towards their deaths. But also, I think having this intentionally be within Katniss Everdeen's perspective, she also doesn't feel anything towards her death. So I like that choice. So I gotta give this movie like a solid 8 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer. So if I haven't reviewed on a channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that. Or you can fast track a movie review at patreon.com/ASEPresents. $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month. $3 a month how to draw Pokemon tutorials posted there early and first, all at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree to find the way that you can help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews. So you can go here. And until next time, Mint Salad Saw, I'll see you later, my sack croutons and bacon bits.